Second Samuel 7:14-22, he says, this proves that the Son is only God, the Son is only David's offspring and not divine. But he's wrong because verse 14, I will be his father and he shall be to me a son. Speaking of a royal son whose enthroned is eternal, verse 13. That can't describe Solomon alone. Hebrews 5, chapter 1 quotes, and this shows it fulfilled in Christ.
Note that his refute is structured as if I said 2 Samuel 7:14 isn't about Jesus. Watch what I'm about to say in the case that I'm actually about to make, because the one that's clearly speaking is the Father. And in verse 22, David prays to the Father and says, there's no one like you and no God except you, which means Jesus can't be God, because he said there is no one like you, no God except you, to the one that said, I will be to him a father and he will be to me a son. And Hebrews 1:5 makes it clear, this is the Father speaking. He never refuted this argument.
So who is YHVH in relation to the Son? 2 Samuel 7:12-16 is the covenant given to David regarding his house and kingdom. Note that in 2 Samuel 7:14, YHVH says, I will be a father to him, and he will be a son to me. Clearly, this is the Father speaking, Father of Jesus speaking, because it's cited in Hebrews 1:5 as the Father to the Son. After hearing this word, David returns to pray to the Father who spoke concerning David's house and kingdom. Then in 2 Samuel 7:22, David says, for this reason, you are great, Adonai YHVH, for there is no one like you, and there is no Elohim except you, according to all that we have heard with our ears. Note that David says that the Father that there is no one like you, no Elohim except you, according to all that we have heard with our ears. That's because David knows that the God of Israel is the Father and there is no God with him, according to Deuteronomy 32:39.
And Deuteronomy 32:39, which he repeated, he says, proves Yahweh alone unalives and make alive. But he's wrong with this one.
Another straw man. I never once said anything about YHVH is the only one that gives life and takes life. Listen again to what I said about Deuteronomy 32 in relation to 2 Samuel 7:22.
Note that David says that the Father that there is no one like you, no Elohim except you, according to all that we have heard with our ears. That's because David knows that the God of Israel is the Father and there is no God with him, according to Deuteronomy 32:39.